What drives a person to change from the security of a job to the uncertainty of the social entrepreneurship? What makes a person go from being a spectator in the current social and environmental challenges to become a part of the solution? What is the future that the current Circular Changemakers dream to create? And how can we develop solutions that connect different actors, promoting collaboration and a bigger impact to create a future that we can be proud of? Once again, I left Almere behind and I went towards Utrecht, one of my favorite cities in the Netherlands, where I had a really pleasant afternoon with the amazing and inspiring Olette from Connect4Value. In between tours around the city of Utrecht, I learned more about Olette's story and the story and motivations behind Connect4Value, which I am sure you will like it as much as I did. Connect4Value is a social company that enhances sustainable impact by promoting collaborations and partnerships. With this purpose in mind, Connect4Value develops a set of solutions and tools which empower public and private organizations to join forces to have a better and bigger positive impact. Together, they can develop solutions for the current challenges, creating a more positive future for our planet. Aligned with the 17 SDGs partnerships for the goals, Connect4Value provides solutions such as consultancy, coaching, training, digital tools, and connecting cafes. In this interview, Olette shared her journey, her love for the social entrepreneurship, and her visions for the future in another episode of the Circular Changemakers. So, for the people that still don't know you, can you tell us a little bit more about who is Olette and what makes you unique as a person?
Okay. Well, my name is Olette Bollen. I live here in Utrecht. And I live here with my family, with 2 children from 15 and 17 years old. And I've lived here for about maybe 17 years, 20 years. I've worked in the financial services industry before I started Connect4Value, the company I started last year.
Can you tell me 3 of your bigger passions?
Well, first of all, my children. They're also always number 1. But my 2 other passions are trying to create a new economy and a new democracy. So that will keep me busy for quite some time.
So why did you decide to start your own company?
Well, I started last year not necessarily wanting to be an entrepreneur because I don't feel like one. I already was a freelancer for 8 years, 10 years ago, and I didn't want to go back to being an entrepreneur. But with the things I wanted to do, I couldn't find any other way to do the job I wanted to do. So then I decided, well, let's start again. And this time in a whole different way. It's not interim management. This is more entrepreneurial than I'm used to.
What kind of solutions do you offer in Connect4Value?
The services I offer are broader than a normal consultancy firm. It's consultancy as well, but coaching, and I give workshops and training, and I try to connect people by several activities. And the SDG 17 toolkit as well. That's something people can use and it's free of service on the website.
And can you explain us a little bit more what is the 70 SDGs toolkit?
Yeah, well, in order to achieve all the sustainable goals we're trying to achieve, number 17 is a bit of a quirky one. People don't understand it quite some time, or they think, well, partnerships, collaboration, we're also doing that. The toolkit is aimed to get people to think about the way they connect with one another, because for a long time we are used to just work for ourselves for the main goal of our company. And in order to achieve the sustainable goals, we have to be good in collaborating with other firms and public institutions. So the toolkit gives you a slight of an insight what lies ahead. It's aimed to give you some structure, some guidance, but it's not the final solution or the only solution you can think of.
And what is the biggest achievement that would you like to achieve with Connect4Value?
The first time I saw the question, I thought, well, my main goal is to spark some of the leadership skill in every one of us. Because we only can achieve those sustainable development goals if we truly collaborate with one another, and we need a different kind of behavior to do so. It's not the government, it's not the CEOs of the big companies, it's you, it's me, it's what you are doing right now, it's what I'm trying to do with a Connect Cafe or a toolkit or some coaching. If that's what I can achieve only for a small bit, then I'm happy.
And I always like to see the bright side in everything. But as everyone knows, the current situation has been really difficult for almost everyone.
Yeah.
And I think for everyone, in fact. But did you took anything positive from the current situation in the partnership area?
Oh, that took something. Yeah, it's what you see when there's some kind of mutual enemy, like this virus or this pandemic, then all people start to organize in another way and behave another way than we're used to be doing in our normal life. And it creates some kind of energy, some kind of spirit. Let's do this together. Well, this kind of spirit we need also for the Sustainable Development Goals. So if there's one positive side, then it's this one.
Quite possible some of the people that will watch this video have the dream about funding a company that have a positive impact in the social, in the environmental field. And if you could give some piece of advice to these people, what piece of advice would you give them?
Well, start small, because changing the world doesn't happen in one day. And everything you do will contribute to the impact you want to have later. So you can start, maybe not in a company, but as a volunteer somewhere. Try to connect with networks that already are doing something in the area you might be work in. And then from there on, move further.
In your personal opinion, what are the biggest challenges to achieve all the SDGs by 2030 in a country like the Netherlands?
In the Netherlands, well, we talked about it a little bit a few minutes ago. We have in the Netherlands, as well as I think in Portugal, a way of working, in a way of doing business and thinking about economics that is previous century, to say the least. And we have to really think about what we want for our society and develop the things and the behaviors to achieve that. And don't cling to the thing you are used to in the past. And you see in the Netherlands quite a movement going on from young entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs, who really try to contribute to society in a sustainable way. And you have companies that already have flourished because of the past decades, and they need to change, and that's very difficult because they have something to lose.
When we were coming here, you were saying to me that you developed the 70 SDG toolkit during the quarantine.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that story?
Yeah, well, because I started Connect4Value last year with a blank page. I didn't have anything. I started to network a lot of the times and starting to meet people. But at the start of the beginning of the coronavirus, I couldn't do that anymore. But I wanted to give something to people. Well, it's not only the virus, we still have to work to achieve these sustainable goals. And because from my background as well in product and business development, I thought, well, maybe I can create something that people can use and put it on my website. So therefore I started with the toolkit. Well, and there it is.
Imagine I have a magic wand in here that I want to offer you. And with this magic wand, you could transform the future and you could create the future that you wish for. And if you had this magical wand, what kind of future would you like to create in the next 10 years?
I'd love to be creating a society where everybody is part of it and everybody can contribute in their of her own way. I'm a big fan of renewing our democracy and giving some people voice, but also the tools and support to be able to contribute in a way they didn't have done before. So that magic wand is very big. Maybe ideological, but if that's something possible, then I would use the magic wand for this change. Yeah.